Hello, hello. About to start on some Icarus hardcore solo run, so give it a minute while people get connected here. This is on offline mode. Basically, I ran out of character space on multiplayer, so wanted to try some new builds with offline. So I've got level 21 old Dr. Deep Lurkins here. So far on the prospects, just to show everybody kind of his pathway that I've worked on. Started, just did a quick beachhead, went to terrain scan, dry run expedition, death ray scan, and then I did go ahead and do the normal sandy bridges just to kind of see what I was in for, since my challenge here is no bows, strictly knives. So that's been something that's pretty fun. I was able to survive the normal one, but this is the big bad. So gonna see if I can knock this one out or not. So as you can see on this one, extra experience for power leveling, creature health, movement speed. So everything about the creatures is pretty difficult. So one thing that I did want to show here is on this workshop. The only thing I've gotten here is I went through and got this duo envirosuit and 2 speed modules. Nothing else I'm going to use, but I do want to go ahead and put these on for this particular challenge. They're not necessary. It's just kind of, I don't know, get you extra movement speed. You don't have to worry about your water so much in the desert, but I did just do sandy bridges without it, so it's not necessary. All right, without further ado, let's go in here and we will go ahead and get this started.
I've got a job for you, if you don't mind who you're working for. Geomagnetic readings in the region have got them freaking out. They want more data, a lot more, before they make some big decisions. If you're ready, they're paying.
Alright, so right off the rip, let's go ahead and get these things equipped. Here's my little character, dropping in at right here, bottom of N6. Just because I know this map, water's up north, little cave is up northeast. So this drops you in the middle of the night. So I don't want to spend any time around here. And there's already a boar right there, so at this point I don't want to punch him.
Set up some sensor stations. They've dropped units at points marked on your map. Should be easy enough, if this weren't Icarus.
Alright, sorry about the window mode here. I don't know what's going on with that. Give me 1 second. Huh. Well, we'll bear with it for a minute. If the stream gets too wild, just let me know. So at this point in the dark, you kind of I just want to sneak around, get sticks, fibers, everything else. Need some rocks. Again, like I said, it dropped you off in the middle of the night, so actually seeing rocks is kind of difficult. Just kind of hover around this area. Here's one over here. It's part of what makes this mission so terrifying is you've got this first couple hours that just you can't see anything. So hyenas and cougars, cold, you name it, you're dealing with all of it. At this point, could craft a knife. I need 2 more stone to get my pickaxe. So I see a couple over here. Alright, now we can get going. At this point, you're mining in the dark. Probably kind of annoying to watch as a viewer, but we'll get past that. At this point, just getting enough to craft an axe, a knife, and then probably a campfire. I'm gonna put this down here. Alright, so 5:30, starting to get a little lighter out. Oh, here's a boar. So he's already on me. Alright, got him down. And right off the rip, I need 2 wood to make a bone knife. So get this tree down. If you didn't know, you can sit here and smack these stumps for a while. Get quite a bit of wood out of them. Alright, so right off the rip, what I want to do is I'm going to put this campfire down. Put a little bit of wood there. And that boar already gave 9 meat. So get that cooking. Alright, while we wait for those to cook, I'll show you guys my tech tree, which you can see. No bows, no long bows, just a knife, some tools. Talent tree, I'll go through this real quick. Max health, movement speed, nothing here. Combat, just a couple things, and knives, again, my movement speed, extra damage, and then I'm going on this tree right now to get more knife damage. And then I have, since this is an offline solo only character, again, all these talents are pretty overpowered. I want to make sure I can resist some hits, more health, more energy, and then butchering meat and bones. For me, this cooked meat, although the food buffs are nice, they're more like mini potions. So I just use them that way. For the sake of this mission, we can go ahead and get going, because the first point is right up here to the east. Run faster with my knife out. Something else I like to do, so I've got the bone knife. I will use the stone as an opening throw knife if I need to, until I upgrade. For the most part... Oh, this guy's going to be in the water, so this is good. So... Get the crits, back up, crit, crit, he's dead. So pretty easy stuff there. I mean, considering these things are level, 96 and above. So, I don't know, at this point, big enough health pool, they're not too scary. Just chop up all this stuff. Maybe get an extra food buff here with a coconut. For crafting here, I'm just making 1x1s, so 4 of these. And then I'm actually right on the spot, so I'll make that here. And I don't need to get in that one, so put my roof up. And there's one. So before things get too crazy, I'll keep on getting my radars out. It's like this cougar right here. Here's nice. He's walking. Stab. Stab. You don't need a bow. You sneak up on him like a Rambo. Alright, so I want to have enough wood for my next box in. Stone tools are terrible, but I'll upgrade him at some point. Again, as far as the windowed mode, probably gonna have to be something I fix after I have a break in the stream. I think it's an OBS setting. So, my bad on that. Alright, for this, I've got enough for a bone sickle. I'll use that. I'll get my coconut food buff. Oh, I hear this little guy coming. Throw a knife. Bam. Stab. No damage. And again, this is one of the big bad scary maps, so they can be terrifying, especially if you don't have the health pool. I have dropped on this at level 0, power level the character up to 45 in one day. This guy wanted a little jump start to 21, just to see, since I was using no bows. For the most part, it's been pretty good. You want to use the sickles so you have enough fiber for bandages and whatnot. Otherwise, I'll get a little bit of oxide and then move on from there. Probably be good just mining this one out for a little bit. And then the next one, so we've got these two need bridges. This one just takes a long path down around the south. So we'll hit this N7 one first. So let me go grab another radar. And remember, I have movement speed with a knife, so I'll always use that when running. I'll get this little guy over here. Road, switch, stab, stab. Now the elephant, there's a trick you can do with these guys. So I'm gonna run around and just hide behind a rock because they de-aggro. Now, because I want the experience from this elephant, let me find my cougar boy. He's over here. He was. There's no way that big boy ate that cougar. Oh, he's underneath him. Okay. But I'll check for boars. No boars around. So I'm gonna take Mr. Elephant. So he's gonna hit me. So I'm gonna line him up with this tree. And I'll just stab him in the face. I'll take damage here, but if you look every time he's hitting me, like, it's not much. So, once you have an iron knife, you can skin these bad boys for now. I just did it for the experience. And you can come over here. all this meat I've been keeping. Like I said, I just use them as health pots. In this map, once you get food buffs for the extra experience, you can level up very, very quickly. So for the sake here, remember I said I was going to go south. So let me grab the radar, and we'll head that way. So the boar didn't come over. The other thing with this I recommend is playing with a headset. The development team did a really good job with making the audible sounds really good directionally, so you'll know when something's coming to attack you. At this point, I'll just pick some stuff up along the way. Gotta go up on this high ground. You find sticks, pick them up because they're rare. Otherwise, there's a cave over there which we'll hit after we build this little base. And we're already there. So, same thing I did before. 2 of these, 4 of these. Ripe coconut food buff. And we'll build this. The radar. In here. Alright, there's 2. Prepare my knife. And we will hit this cave to start getting some iron. Cactuses over here give you wood and tree sap. I don't really need tree sap for anything right now, but there's a level. Alright, so this guy up here. Stab, then backpedal, aim for the face. Not too difficult. Now remember, if you had a bow, this does become much easier, hence the fact that I'm doing a challenge to not use a bow. Let's see, I thought there was a opening over here. N7, maybe not. But got another hyena. At this point, I'll go ahead and craft another bone knife and replace that one. As you can see, like, we're already at 18 raw meat. We can make a bedroll, like we can do all the fun stuff we need for an opener, and we're just stabbing things with knives. Up here, we've got 2 things. So what I'll do is I will throw out the cougar, crit, stab, he's dead. I can't really see my knife, but oh, there it is. I don't have enough time to switch on that one. But could have picked it up, thrown it at this guy too. Now see, boars are the ones you're gonna want to watch out for because they'll sneak up on you like that guy. At this point with my current life pool, I'll wrap this little adventure up and head back to my campfire. So we got that one running, so we'll just head back north. Cougar. Got him. Again, just checking for boars. Okay, at this point, I'm going to start playing a little safer till I get back to the camp, which means more stealth. My campfire's over to the right, but I might as well come over here. Oh, sorry, it is right here. Alright, so I'll put more meat in there and get myself healed up. Perfect timing. And then for me, I like to put these on my hot bar. So I have so much meat, I can actually just spam eat these. So just watch my health bar down there. It's just ticking up. That's probably good for now. Grab another one of these guys. Now before I go and place these down, because I'm going to have to build a lot, I want to get my iron reserve up and moving. So we'll come over here and stab this boar. Oh, overthrew him. We'll make another one. And then stab him. So because of the amount of bone and leather I get, missing a knife or two, having an extra, it's okay. Except the stone one. I don't want that one. Alright, so there will be a cave system over this way. A little drinky. And I actually want to get 8 sulfur before I go in there, so I have a torch. Fortunately, there's sulfur right here. And we'll get that crafted. Alright, so for this, I'll show you for cave worms. A lot of people are scared of cave worms. You really don't need to be. I'll show you why. Switch to your knife, look for the rocks on the ground. Go to spawn, stab, stab, he's gone. Just charge him, stab, stab. Next, alright, this guy's in the corner. Stab, stab. You gotta hit off only because he's being blocked by this guy here, so. Should have been flawless, but I did take one hit. Alright, so now we've got some iron we can grab. And this guy's not a very good miner, so it takes a little bit, but if you look at how much experience he's getting just with the hardcore mission bonus, this is with no food buffs. So, pretty nice. If you're keeping track here, it's 2 iron per bar. We'll need 40 bars for the anvil. And we can craft iron tools, iron knives. So for me, a couple ways you can mine. You can drop the torch on the ground, have an area. Or something else I do is I'll do 2 hits, torch, 2 hits, torch. Dropping it's usually easier, but just depends what your preference is. At this point, I just need more iron. So there's another node back there, but I don't want to be overburdened, so I will make a tiny little base right here. And this is 8, so I need more wood. So yeah, while we're kind of in a intermission while I'm building, I've really enjoyed this game so far. I've got, like I mentioned, 3 characters on the online servers that are above level 50, and then I just started some offline characters. So, pretty fun builds. I think Forrest Gump's probably my favorite one, but this guy's kind of cool. Just dabbing things with a knife. Okay, we'll build. Do 10. If you ever have too much lumber, when you make them into walls, that decreases the weight. You can repair everything while you're waiting. And then I'll probably build 2 more pieces of floor. And a door. And that will be enough to start a little 1x3 base over here. You can do doors or windows, but at this point I'll just do a door on the inside here. Oh, actually, I'll do it here. I don't really need windows right now. These back up. Now the bedroll spawn point doesn't matter because if I die, this guy is gone. I do need a crafting bench. So, wood and stone. Like that. Yeah, the idea of this build is, I mean, really, you could use it with bone knives and still be okay. Once I get a little higher level, getting predator armor or hunter armor. Let me get the name right here. Yeah, hunter armor really helps with the perceived threat. So this guy will pretty much not be noticed, especially with the talents he'll have at that point. So I can just sneak up right behind a cougar and stab him in the head. Alright, so from here, same thing, just getting more wood. after I get this sub base established, I will probably go and drop the 2 scanners, and then I'll probably make a trip over to this area, L6 and L7, because there's a little pond that has fish. And the desert does not have many options for food buffs, so fish is one of them. Same thing here, overburdened, so I'll just make more floors, some more walls. And take this stuff over to make a crafting bench. Okay, so from here I can get a water skin. I can get an oxygen bladder. And I need more wood, so let me actually just destroy those. And we'll get this. Something else, as far as hotkeys go, I made my menu key the E button. So for me, it's really nice when I'm skinning an animal or needing to get to my map quick. I just use E if it was the last thing that I was on, and it does the trick. Oxite, had some right over here. Once I get these bladders filled up, you'll see where the Enviro suit comes in handy. So get those in there, fill that up. This water skin, I'll go take a drink and it will automatically fill up. So put that here. And then I'll go ahead and consume so it fills up my oxygen down here. And then I'll put this in my Enviro suit. And while they're nowhere near as good as the workshop ones, these will do the trick in the meantime. I'll also put all of my heavy ore and stone into here while I work on getting my furnace. So heat wave on this map, not too bad. The Shamal is the worst one. There's lightning, you catch your stuff on fire, so that has happened to me before. Otherwise, the winds, you just have to make sure that your little 1x4 walls for your radars, they can usually survive 2 storms. So you just want to get out there with a repair hammer and fix those up. But this is the stone tool kind of boring phase, just getting set up. Furnace made. Alright, and you can transfer all your ore. And we're going to run back into this cave to get that last iron node. Maybe this copper if we can reach it. I've gotten real used to having workshop tools on my multiplayer account, so these stone tools seem to work so slow. Okay, I'll get a thing of coal for the furnace. Oh, I dropped that right in the water. Alright, where are you at? There he is. Okay, we had... Alright, this guy up here. That's my only other tip with the caves is you don't want to get pneumonia. That's bad. So make your adventures pretty quick. Don't run into your house with your torch lit. You can light yourself on fire. Yeah, that's my advice. Alright, so looks like we will have enough for a anvil. So in the meantime, we'll get this repaired, and then we will go hunt this Cougar boy over here. Especially if you can get him in crossing water. Yeah, see, he's stuck in his mouth. Yeah. And it's a heat wave, so my guy's, he's a little hot. Okay, so we got a hyena over here that we'll go and knock out. Remember, you get up to him, let him get to a little stopping point. Throw the first knife at him. Switch to the second. And get your stabbing in. Right, that shelter's still up and running. So I will go over to my campfire. Looking at the top weather, the heat wave will be over here before too long, so I don't have to worry too much about the damage. Put this in here, take my stacks. Get full health. At this point, I need a bunch of wood ramps. So it's time to chop trees. Another level up. Got some talents to spin. I'll take a peek at what I want to spin those on here in a minute. I'm really not worried about the exposure damage right now because It's about to go down anyway. Now, if you're teched out, you've got workshop tools, this entire process goes way faster. For me, this is my highest level offline character, so I don't have a whole bunch of gear to drop him in with. Also, you run the risk of, this is your first time doing this, and you drop in with full workshop gear and your character dies, well, you will lose that gear. Oh, okay, I see. Sorry I missed the chat in there. I cannot pronounce that. I apologize. Is that Shui Rakshi? Rocco? Welcome to our Knives Out challenge. At this point, I'm just being kind of boring, chopping trees, but the idea, we're about to make a humongous ramp. So 18's probably good for now. We'll let those build, and then, so if you see, we need to go here and here. You can build a ramp on this segment here, and then go up and around to get to this 4th point, or you can do the same thing here. You can make 2 ramps, which is safer. It's just, you have to repair it more for storms. And then you have to get the wood to actually make both ramps. So we'll just do the one for now. So the way we're going to do this is just head over here, and we would build this ramp straight up the wall. This particular scenario, you've got a hyena, an elephant, and a boar. Even with a bow, you want to be careful there, because elephant will aggro, boar will aggro, and hyena is obviously aggressive, so you don't need to mess with them too often. Alright, so we'll want to start making our ramp here. So, this is one of those you just kind of want to find a good starting point, and then just build onto it. So let me just survey. Probably go up this direction. So I'll put this on my hotbar, and then probably start from right here and then see how that goes. Could work with this section. So I'm connecting them on the side so these don't break. And then we can probably do... we can go back the other way. So as long as you don't fall in that little hole. Which, yeah, that's kind of dangerous, so we'll keep going this direction. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is fall and lose your character. So it's going to take us a little more time. Even this, having that little area, I'll probably build another part there once I get some more lumber. Again, the idea is we're just taking the long run out of getting to these 2 radar posts. Alright, so we'll do the same thing, just build more ramps, meaning we need more fiber. Oh, got a hyena over here. I'm gonna take him on. Remember, headshot, slowly back up. It's Stab. Once you get in a good rhythm, like, unless you get 4 or 5 different things on you at one time, you're pretty safe in these zones, even in hardcore. So come over here with your sickle and we'll get some more grass cut. I think what I'll do is once we get these 2 extra bases set up, I will take a break from the stream. I'll get my foot fixed up for y'all so you're not seeing the border, and I think the border is actually making it a little laggy too, so I'll get that fixed up for everybody. Alright, after I get this tree chopped up, it should be enough to finish off my little tower. Hyena. Get a throw. And a stab. So again, like, as long as you get your aim good. Oh, something's coming. Okay, elephant. So, I don't really want to be encumbered while fighting him, but it'll work. And remember, you've got your cooked meat on the hot bar, so if you ever get too low and really need to just run and heal up, you can do that. Best thing on here is just make sure there's no boars coming. That's the thing that'll get you in trouble. Eat some of your meat potions, and then you're safe. Let's make probably 16 more of these. And once I'm not cumbered, repair these guys, and move on. So here's a cougar. Also, to get the experience, you saw that cougar was 4,000. You don't have to get the materials, but that gave an extra 1150. So even like if your inventory's full, you're overburdened, still skin them. Just don't worry about actually taking the materials off if you don't need to. So for this, we'll switch back to the walls. Just for the sake that it looks prettier, I'll go ahead and build that one. And then again, on that little slope that the rock juts out, you might just want to walk through that. And then just slowly take this up to the edge here. See how that's orange? We want to make sure that we've got a connector. Again, we're using more ramps than we need to, but a fall here would be terrible. So go ahead and be safe on that one. This spot up here is nice. You've got several caves. There's one to the left. There's more down this way, up to the left. And it's also a spot for the point that we needed. So we'll get our floor down. That in there. So after this one, we'll have 3 out of 4. And then what I want to do, since it is 1800, I will grab some iron out of here. That is weird looking. Okay. Get some iron out of here. Remember, worms, no problem. Look for the rocks, double stab. Look for the rocks, double stab. Be like an Avenger and jump over the wall. Let's see, a lot of people like, oh, I don't have arrows, I can't go into caves. Just run and stab them. No big deal. So desert maps, as far as the time of day when it really starts to get too dark for good traveling, I would probably recommend probably hour 20. So we'll be able to mine this stuff and get back before then. The other thing you can do is if you have extra mats for a campfire and a bedroll, just make it right in the cave, and it'll be daytime. Right, we've got enough time for one more. So this will put us at, looks like maybe 80 iron ore, so that's 40 extra bars. Alright, so at this point, we want to make our way back. So I built the ramp a little taller, just so you can see it better. Another trick that I do is after I build ramps, I'll build wood beams going up on top of them, just so that they're easier to see. And then as you're going down these, just stealth. Probably should build another ramp for that little guy. And don't get kicked off on this little spot. Then I'll switch back to my knife for my movement speed. And got my campfire over here, so I'll go and I'll pick that guy up. Yeah, for the most part, this has not been really that difficult. I'll destroy this before I pick it up. And overflow bag. Take everything. Charcoal's heavy. I don't really need it. Yeah. There's a hyena to the right there. I'll grab this other beacon. Actually, I won't. I'll get it on the way back. Or not. I guess I'd have to have it. Okay, let's do this then. We'll just make a little overburden walk to the house. This is a little slow. Again, the idea here is I'd probably be safe to attack that boar, but I'm over encumbered. It's nighttime. I'm cold. There's no reason to pick that battle. I am almost back though, so just around this little corner, I think. And then we'll put our campfire down. And grab our blankie and go nap. Raw meat. Okay, we will put the rest of the ore in there. And go to bed. And there we go. So, day 1, 3 of the 4 radars are out. Last radar's in the bag. And we actually have enough materials to go and get the 4th one placed. Just a little extra wood, but before we do that, let's go ahead and get some better tools made. Okay, so anvil, iron here, 1 set of nails, pickaxe, we'll wait for 3 and go ahead and make the axe. Here we go. And then we'll let that cook and get the knife afterwards. Huh. Like we're good there. So, let us head back to where we were up here, and we will do the runaround point. And I'll probably pick my talents too, so let's see. I want sneaking while stealth, that's good. I want the crit damage though, so we'll go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and max that out. Again, like this little hyena guy, he's in the water, so knife. Oh, okay. That worked out. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our extra lumber from these trees. Same thing, throw, stab. You kind of got the one hit off of me. Elephant, see he's coming. Just run behind the rock and hide. And he's not aggroed anymore. Run back in too fast, they can re-aggro, but alright, sneaky little boar man. Elephant. I'll do the hide trick again. And I did get a bleed, so we'll bandage that up. And then eat those for health. And we're good. Wasn't too bad. Again, as you can see, if you're looking at my experience bar, I don't have any experience food buffs, and just the amount of experience you get from all of these creatures is it's really high on these hardcore missions. Alright, so at this point, I'm just going to get over here to my big ramp, and then we'll head over and around the mountain to get to the last point. Check my water first. It's halfway. Might as well grab a drink, which infected me. And then we will navigate just up here and down this way. Plenty of caves around these areas too if you need to stop and get out of weather. Or, you know, just make a little secondary base. There are a lot of animals up in this area, so you'll probably see that. I want to make sure I've got enough fiber for bandages, and then I'll start chopping on things. So, explore down. And you can skin them with a knife in it, and it'll give you the knife back. As long as you don't have multiple knives in one target. Okay, and I did get the bleed, so craft the bandage. As I'm running through here, if you don't have increased stealth, just running actually triggers a lot more initiation from aggressive targets. Like, see, I was running, this cougar's coming at me. So, two hit him. This cougar's coming at me. Hit him in 2 hits. Another cougar. Somehow I got minimized. That was not good. Yeah, for whatever reason, my Icarus is in a windowed mode. And it started right when I went streaming, so... Like I mentioned, after I get this 4th base, I'll do a little break and then get that fixed up. But another level, so talent points. I don't need to chop trees down with knives. I'll max out the attack speed, but I want to get the silent blade and this immobilize probably first, so got options here. I can go into my solo tree more, which always has really useful things, but for now, let's go ahead and we'll work on these items here. Like I mentioned, if I'm running, things will aggro me from farther away, so we've got elephants, hyenas, boars. So for this particular spot, I'm just gonna walk and we'll get around all this stuff. Once you got vision, you can kind of speed back up. Looking at the map, so we'll come down around here again here in a minute. But I will point out one thing to you as we pass by it. Straight up here on the left here, we'll have a very large cave system. It goes back all the way through the mountain with tons and tons of ore. I'll jump in there for a minute just so you can see what it's like, but it's a really good spot to have a camp. That guy down. Alright. This is why I wanted lots of fiber before coming to this area. But look, I mean, I've already got enough for 37 more needs to be cooked. Show everybody this, so here's the cave system. like literally water, and this cave goes back forever. So if you need materials, this is the spot. It's right here at the top middle of M5. Jot that down if you don't know about that one yet. Okay, severe desert winds. Oh, let's get this hyena down. He's like doing some weird matrix walking. Put him down. This boar is gonna come over here. I see him. So I'll skip him since there's a storm coming. The main thing we want to do at this point is get to our map point and build our little shelter area. There is a cougar coming from somewhere. There he is. Look at that. Perfecto. Like I mentioned, it just takes practice. You get good with your reaction time on throwing. You don't need to have the bow. If you had the bow, like that's a kill. That's a kill. That's a kill. Like you can power level very quickly with the bow. But this is a bow-free challenge, so no bows. Also, while we're up here, we will go ahead and replenish our fiber. Cougar's coming. Inventory's full, which means I can probably drop 9 meat, and then I'll have those floors put down before too long. Alright, so here, just follow this wall out. What we want to avoid is being outside when the weather gauge gets to the little dark reds. I'm not too worried about the exposure damage, but I do want to make sure that we have ourselves inside of the house at that point. And having a repair hammer is good, so I'll destroy some of these bones. Okay. And this little spot here, it's actually the most vulnerable one, just because there's no rocks, there's no really caves around to put the base. You might be able to place it here off the edge of this rock, now that I mentioned that. I'll try that. Kind of give it that small little shelter spot. Then we need 4 walls. So for this particular moment, we'll just wall ourselves in to get out of the storm. Go ahead and put this guy down.
The scan's finished, and the data's come through.
So now you just want to get your hammer out so you can see the durability. And just when things take a couple hits of damage, go ahead and get them repaired. So once the storm's done, we'll kind of follow the same process. We'll go back up around this way, repair this, come down, repair, see if this guy needs repaired. This is the mission. It's hardcore. It gives fairly decent rewards. you don't have to tech up to do this one, so I mean, I'm doing this mission with a bone knife, so there's nothing really stopping you. Just don't be too reckless with the boars, and for the most part, you'll be fine. I'll get through this little particular storm, and then I'll take a break and get some stuff fixed up. I might come back tonight. I might restart things tomorrow, but either way, we'll do a part 2 of this mission and show everybody that it is very feasible to build a character with absolutely no ranged weaponry. Again, no bow. No bow. Just some knives. And I did mention that the rewards on this one are fairly good. You don't have to tech up, but if you look at the left side there, the mission timer still needs 5 hours. And I'm not sure if that might be accurate. I know in the normal one it was about I think once all full were up, maybe 2 hours or 90 minutes. So hardcore definitely makes the time it takes to complete the mission a lot higher, unless that timer's still bugged, but we've been here for a bit and it's at 9%, so it's probably right. Yep, at this point we'll just wait out this storm and then I'll get things wrapped up. If you are watching this video and you have any other requests for crazy builds or unique challenges, as long as I have an extra character spot to do a wacky build, I love going with different talents. I've got a construction guy that does really well with hedgehogs and just instant repair time. Now he's pretty neat. And then this little guy that's going full on knives. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining, everybody. I'll get this wrapped up for now, but I will catch you guys in our session 2. And again, I apologize for the little bit of